Today, I'll share with you the worst mistakes that you need to absolutely avoid making in your RRSP. So, I've spent the last couple of days and weeks searching about what are the most common and important mistakes that people are making in their RRSP, and here are my results. But before I unveil to you what are those mistakes, let's see what is an RRSP. A RRSP, or a Registered Retirement Savings Plan, is simply a program that is offered by the Canadian government to help you build your retirement. It gives you the possibility every single year to contribute to this program depending on a certain percentage of your income, which is usually fixed to about 18% of your previous year's income, or a limit fixed to about $30,000 in 2023. So it gives you the possibility to invest and save your money in a special retirement account while reducing your total imposition that you'll have in the current year. Indeed, the beauty about the RRSP is that every single dollar that you are putting in this account, you are able to deduct every single one of it in your current imposition bracket. And so it means that you'll be able to pay less tax on the current year. And the great point about the RRSP is the fact that all the profit and the money that you'll earn in this account will be tax-free until you withdraw this money. And so when you withdraw money at your retirement, you'll be taxed on your current imposition bracket at that time. So you can understand that it is a very powerful tool on the long term, where it can help you to build a strong retirement portfolio, where on the short term it can help you to reduce your total imposition. And it is why you need to be able to understand what are the worst mistakes that you need to avoid making in this special account. And the first thing that you must avoid when you are investing in your RRSP is to think only in matters of cash. Many people have the false beliefs that only saving and putting some money in this account and hoping that once they wake up at their retirement, this money will be enough for them to live their dream life. But in fact, this is a total delusion, since we all know that the inflation will eat the value of your money throughout the years. When you invest in your RRSP, it isn't any kinds of emergency fund where you can withdraw money when you want, but it is a program that has the goal for you to invest on the long term for your retirement. And since this program usually has a longer horizon, it means that on your side, you can obviously take more risk if you are comfortable with it. Because if you have a more aggressive strategy with this program, you might be able to optimize your total return on the long term. Especially when you know that, as I told you earlier, RRSPs are growing tax deferred until you withdraw the money from it. And your RRSP is giving you access to the perfect tools to maximize your retirement on the long term, which are stocks, bonds, gigs, or even ETFs or mutual funds. However, talking about using this tool as best as possible, one of the worst mistakes that you must avoid making in your RRSP is to contribute too much of it and to lose your contribution room. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, every single year you have a new maximum contribution limit that you can invest in your RRSP. But the great thing about your RRSP, just like your TFSA, is that all your unused contributions are cumulative and they can be transported to another year. Let's say that last year was your first year where you could invest in your RRSP and you had a maximum contribution limit fixed to about $10,000, but on your side you've decided to invest only $5,000 in it. Well, it simply means that your other $5,000 will be added to your current contribution limit. However, keep in mind that if you surpass this limit, you'll have to pay some 1% of monthly fees on all the amount that exceed that limit. Nevertheless, keep in mind that you can over-contribute to a lifetime of about $2,000 without having to pay any kind of penalty fees. But on your side, if you have lost track of your contribution limit, no worries. You can check out the CRA website where you'll log in on it. And once you log in, you'll usually have access to what is your maximum contribution limit at the beginning of the current year for your TFSA and your RRSP. Now, another mistake that is often made by many people concerning their RRSP is to withdraw money before their retirement. Did you know that about 40% of Canadians withdraw money of their RRSP before they retire? But what most people don't know about this action is that it can have some disastrous effects on their financial situation. First, by doing so, you obviously gave up on multiple years of tax deferred growth that you could have built in this account. And secondly, you'll have to pay a double tax hit. Indeed, every time that you'll withdraw money from this account, you'll have to pay an immediate withholding tax. For the first $5,000 that you'll withdraw from this account, every Canadians except the ones from Quebec will have to pay a 10% withholding tax. And on their side, the Quebecers will have to pay double of that in withholding tax. And once you climb up to $15,000 or more of withdrawals, every Canadian will have to pay a 30% withdrawal tax. So think twice before you want to withdraw money from this account if you want to purchase a new boat. But keep in mind that there are two exceptions to this rule. In fact, there are two occasions that you have to withdraw money from your RRSP before your retirement without having any penalty to face, and it is either for the home buyer's plan or for the lifelong learning plan. Now, the fourth mistake that many people are making with their RRSP is to not split their income with their partner. We all know that in many families, the salaries is not the same between the partners, which means that some of them will be paying more tax and some of them will be paying less. The beauty of the RRSP is that you have the possibility with your partner to invest a certain portion of your RRSP in your partner's account where you can also claim the tax deduction. If you think that once you retire, you'll have a bigger RRSP compared to your partner, which means that you'll obviously be more tax on it, well, it could be a great idea for you to split this income with your partner. So the big benefit of it will come at your retirement when more equalized nest eggs can reduce your combined tax bite and mean more cash to live on. This particularity of your RRSP can definitely help you to enjoy more your golden years that are coming up ahead of you with more money. But when we are talking about RRSP and retirement planning, we are also planning about what will happen with my money once I won't be of this world anymore. So the fifth mistake to avoid making in your registered retirement savings account is to not name a beneficiary. A beneficiary is a person or an entity that will receive the benefits of your financial products once you'll be gone or if you become handicapped. And so you can understand that these people or entities will receive all your RRSP. Aside from Quebec residents, every RRSP holders can name a beneficiary on their account, and on their part, Quebec residents will simply have to write their wishes in their will. It makes that when you die, certain beneficiaries can receive the different funds and amount of money that you had in your account rolled over in their own accounts on a tax-deferred basis. It simply means that they won't have to pay any taxes on the transfer from your account to their account. But it is important to note that to receive this special tax treatment, your beneficiary must either be your spouse or your husband, or a financially dependent child or grandchild. For all the other different beneficiaries, the amount of money in taxes that they'll have to pay will be from the amount of money that you had in your account when you died. And most importantly, if there are no beneficiaries that are named to your account, well, the money in the account is then included in the holder's estate and will be subject to probate and taxes, which will also greatly increase the time to finish the process of the succession. So those were the 5 biggest and most common mistakes that many Canadians are still making in 2023 in their RRSP. On your side, if you're still unsure and stressed about what should you do with your registered retirement savings account for the future, well, on your side, it could be a great idea to seek the help of a professional to help you see what are your different needs depending on your income and your expenses to plan for your retirement. But on your side, if you want to find what are the main differences between the tax-free savings account, aka the TFSA, and the registered retirement savings account or the RRSP, well, you can check out the video that's gonna be right over here, and I will see you soon. Peace.